Good afternoon, how are you? I'm gonna get right to driving here. The traffic got a hole in it. So get your seatbelt fastened and get your coffee here in the cup holder before you spill it now. Come on along. Let's go truck driving. We just come through Hill City, South Dakota, in the Black Hills. The edge of South Dakota is where I'm starting the video. And I came through Custer and the turnoffs like that. And I thought I'd show you some of this. The clouds are boiling around all wild up ahead, making the sky real interesting. So, I'll show you that. And I'm headed towards Rapid City, South Dakota. And so I'm in the heart of the Black Hills. And if you're not familiar with the Black Hills, there's a lot of history here. And there's, I was talking to Mrs. Truck Driver earlier, and we were discussing how sentimental we are about the Black Hills and why, and different times that we came here with our kids and things we did here. We talked about getting in our pickup coming up here. And we haven't been up here just to look around in quite a few years, just to be here. Mostly I've driven through a little bit the truck by myself. I sure wish Mrs. Truck Driver was along. So we can talk about places and things we did. Places. But depending on where you're from, you might not be very familiar with the Black Hills and where this is. You might not have been here before. Mount Rushmore is here. Mount Rushmore is the place where all of the faces of the 4 presidents are carved in the side of a Mount Rushmore. That is quite a place to go and be. Put that on your bucket list if you ever get over here. I figured somebody would want me to say all of the names of the presidents that are carved there. Oh dear, I'd mess it up. It's been a lot of years since I've been there. It's quite a place though, quite a place. There's a lot of tourism and things to do here. Look pretty interesting. Things that they changed around in the last years. Sylvan Lake is up over here, and we could go rent, paddle boats, or they had these huge tricycles with great big tires on them that float. The tires are so big that the tricycle would float, and you could pedal it on the lake, and we rented several of them, and the kids are riding some, and we're riding some, and we're all trying to have a race in the lake and stuff. See who can pedal, get their outfit to move in the water the best. Sylvan Lake's quite a place. The Needles Highway is up there, and we pulled our camper up through there, and it can be really tight. So you have to go truck driving up there. It's pretty fun. interesting. Go see. And the sky is wild looking up here, and I was just curious what we were going to get. And I was feeling pretty quiet back there, and didn't know if I wanted to start a video or not. I was afraid I wouldn't have anything to say. And I was looking at that sky boiling up around in front of me. It's so interesting, changing light, and I just figured, you know, the last time we come through here was at night, and I had to tell you what I was seeing out there. And we're going through here. That was probably a month ago, I guess. I don't know. But we're going through here in the daylight now, and there's some big meadows and things. And I thought you'd like to ride along and get your coffee, and we'd go truck driving up through here in the daylight where you can see more of what's here. Little snow on the ground gives it more contour. I've driven through some places to get this far today that had large amounts of snow on the ground. I've driven on dry roads all day, but there is a lot of snow in the country, and we're going to have some good runoff and melt. We've heard about the drought and the lakes being low, and I think this will help. This will help quite a bit. What I've seen today, what I've seen as I travel. We're on this side of the Continental Divide, as opposed to the water that flows to the west, and they're really needing that. So I just think we're going to see some big spring runoffs this year in the next months here, when it turns spring and the weather warms up. Snow starts melting. I think the snowpack is just tremendous this year. That was a long time ago. They have some caves and some exploring you can do here. Rapid City's kind of an interesting place. Yeah. Those mountain peaks right there, rocks, tops of them, right there. Look at that. I just can't remember the names of those peaks. I've climbed them. Me and the boys did a lot of years ago, and highway here is made out of concrete, and they put a texture on the concrete. I don't know if you can hear it, but the tires have a sing on the concrete. There's a bunch of deer up on the side of the hill munching away. away for time-wise. I don't have that far to go, but it's very beautiful to get there. Badlands are over here east. If you've never heard of them, that's a very interesting place to go see as well. Add that to your bucket list. I have driven truck through there, and that has been a very long time ago. It's been a long time since I've been in the Badlands. We're going to go under a bridge. It says here if you get in the other lane, you can go to Mount Rushmore. Keystone, Mount Rushmore right here. There's a lot of roads to just explore out here. You know, we're doing it in the winter time, and a lot of the touristy stuff is you know, cut back and shut down for the winter. Tourist season is in the summer, but you kind of easier to drive around and see it in the winter time. Maybe you're cooped up in the house and you ought to get out more. It'd be good for you to come over here and see it with the contour, the way the light catches with snow on the ground. Okay, Rapid City, 16 miles. It's going to be an easy little ride in. Speed limit 65. But I came out of Custer, and then Hill City, and the next, I think it's a Rockerville or Rookerville up here, and I'll show it to you when we get there. Whoa! Let the Subaru go. Take it kind of easy with my tanker on. I got Kenworth with the tanker on, and we're going around the swoopy corners and things, and I want to keep my liquid quiet in the trailer, keep it tight, slam it around. That's, you know, becomes second nature as you run tanker all day, every day. It's characteristics of what you're doing, and it just becomes normal. But the tanker that I pull is not clear full. It's not plumb full. It has some space in it that, you know, if we filled the tanker plumb full, it would be overloaded. You can't put that much weight on it. And so I don't like to run it straight up, take care of it, and go. And sometimes you deliver part of a load at a location, and then you have even less product. You get a tanker that's half full or so, just doesn't have as much product. That tanker has a lot more empty room in it for that liquid to move, and so a half full tanker can be more of a handful than one that's mostly full. So you don't have all that space, and you get to where you handle it in such a way that you tighten up the liquid in the trailer before you do something, so you don't get a slam from the liquid moving forward suddenly as you're making a maneuver. So like right here, I braked a little bit and turned, and all the liquid came forward and the trailer kind of tight, and then I'm going downhill around this curve, and the liquid's just quiet against the bulkhead, and everything's tight, so it's not moving around. It just becomes so second nature. Every trailer you pull has got characteristics of that, whatever you're hauling and what you're pulling. trailer to trailer can be a little different. Got an air ride tanker back here. It rides good. Handles nice. Very nice trailer. So sometimes I want to get, like we're going uphill just a little and turn it to the left and might kind of ease on the gas and get everything tight and kind of go around the corner with the power on, holding the liquid to the back. It just depends. I can't even, it just becomes part of it. But I came up here all those years ago. We're talking, oh man, close to 40 years ago. I must have been 20, I guess, maybe 38 years ago. I don't know. I came up here with a flatbed to get a load of lumber right here at Rockerville, this little town right here, and you cross through, and the little town is in between lanes in the center, and you cross through and you went up on the side of the hill, and there was a yard there where they were sawing the lumber up and had a lumber mill up there, and they loaded it for me and I chained it all down. Just good memory, good time. Here it is right here, Rockerville. Yep. And we come up here for the air shows that they used to have at the base. Oh man, those were amazing. We come up here on family vacation and found out, after we got here, we found out they were having an air show. And up here at Rapid City to the, man, I can't think of the name of that base, but we went over there. Took our kids and stuff, and they put on a tremendous air show over there. And I think after 9/11 and security and different things, I'm not sure if they have it or if it's cut way back or changed around. But I went up over there years ago with a with some boxed beef, made a delivery to the commissary or something. I don't remember. Something. I'm just trying to remember. Getting really close to Rapid City now. There's a scale house right here. We got to take the truck route as we get close to Rapid City, and then on the truck route just over there to the south edge of Rapid City, there's a scale house. It's closed quite often, but it is open once in a while. So we'll pay attention, and if that's open, we got to go over there. Do good. Weigh your truck and look out the window at you and see if there's anything jumps out at them, and then might check your paperwork. Probably not. Might. Can. They do sometimes. You have to deal with that and get on through there. We're getting right above Rapid City now. Yep. This last hill. I keep thinking they had a shut down, keep our speed down, get it down into town here. We'll sit down, turn around, go to town, boot, scoot, and boogie. There you go. I'll better stick just to truck driving. Sorry. Bear country. Bear country. I think you get into this little park they have with a big fence, and you drive your car in there, and I don't know, you got to keep the windows rolled up, but you drive your car in there, and there's bears in there, and you drive around in with the bears in your car, and then they let you back out, let you drive out. I think, I don't know if they've changed that around or not, but you're supposed to stay in the car with the windows rolled up and drive through the bear park. Big fence. Ooh, up. I never ever went over there to that bear country. We never did that one. How some of this stuff is just tourist traps. And then you've heard of the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. That's at the up at the top of the Black Hills, not too far from here. And of course, during the rally, the motorcycles are just thousands of you know, I keep thinking 250,000. I don't know if that's right or not, but they have a big motorcycle rally up here, and that's not that far away from where we're at. It'd be like 30 miles up over here. Sturgis, and that's pretty interesting to go see what that's like. I don't have a motorcycle anymore. You know, people drive so bad now. I don't know. Maybe a dirt bike. Ride it up in the hills away from the traffic someplace. Reptile Gardens. Never been there. That's been there a long time though. But it's part of the, you know, it's part of the country that you might not be familiar with, and they sell a lot of Black Hills gold up here, jewelry and things. Back there in those little towns we came through. That's been pretty quiet, nice ride through here. Pretty uneventful for, you know, all the snow that I've been through in the last weeks. And we're getting towards the end of February. sign that says the Dances with Wolves movie set. And an arrow over there. I don't know. Now we've run into a snow flurry here, and we're at the edge of Rapid City, and we got a truck route. Now here's a sign. It says Junction Truck 16 right there, and we have to take the truck route unless we have a delivery on past that somehow, and that can be possible, but I don't. So we're going to turn here. Addison. That's not us. Let's see here. A little further on. Truck 16 straight ahead. Okay. Here it is. The bottom of the next hill to the light. The water tower maybe, and we're at the south end of Rapid City, South Dakota. We're gonna go, we have to take the truck route over to the highway on the other side, and then we'll leave the truck route kind of and go in for where we're going. All right. They have some rodeos here, some events. They just got done with their stock show. Can't really see. It's over here to the north of us. You can see all the houses and the whole town, the whole city here, Rapid City. I got a pretty good amount of diesel fuel on yet, so I'm gonna go find this customer. I'm going to deal with that, and then I got plenty of fuel to keep going. Don't need any yet, so we're in good shape. Good shape. We're gonna go. There he is. There's a stoplight at the bottom of the hill, and I don't want to come in there hot with my big truck and hammer the brakes to get stopped if it's a red light. It's green for now. I can't tell how long it's been that way. I could get caught up in a nasty go if that light suddenly changes here. So we're gonna watch hard what's going on. We're gonna be okay here. Black Hills Boulevard. There's they got a big old mall up over the other side on the interstate up over there. This light's green. I don't like it though. I don't know how it's going to treat me. Come on. Well, I made it through in good shape. good shape. Then right up around here. So I'm gonna be quiet here. I think I showed you most of what there is to see for that, and I'm gonna focus in on the next part here and go see the scale house. It says right here, way station 1/2 mile. Now look again here. Look again, truck driver. What does the sign say? Oh, it's closed. Closed. Yeah, right there. Closed. Yes, sir. I like the scale house closed. So, take another pull of your coffee. You're in good shape. You're in good shape, truck driver. We got the scale house people are sitting out there in front of the scale house with their pickup, and the lights are just going just south of us here. Oh, the lights. Oh, it didn't. This one turned yellow. But the scale house people have got a garbage truck over there, and they're sitting there with their lights going beside the garbage truck. I don't know. So this is a strange intersection. Sure works good though. There's just one light for all of it in the center. There isn't. It's kind of a it reminds me of that game that they used to sell on TV when I was a kid, where crisscross crash, and the cars would go around the track and have narrow misses, and then sometimes they would hit if they got timed wrong. Crisscross crash. But actually it works pretty good. We just got the red arrow in front of us. It's just one light that, boy, he's got a lot of tires on that. Woo. Oh, green, go, green light racing. The pace car pulled off. Let's go. Yes, sir. Green flag. All right. All right, merge on. Well, there. And we got a green light down here. Delivery route only. Try it. That see how that light's gonna treat us. Good. Of industrial and commercial, you know, there's signs up here that say it's a delivery route only. That means it's not through traffic. You can't take this as a through way, but there is a lot of and I've been around a lot. You know, years ago when Mrs. Truck Driver and I pulled a refrigerated trailer. We delivered to that grocery warehouse just over the hill here too. I remember that. But there's so much commercial businesses down here in this part of Rapid City that it's not unusual for trucks to be down here working. Nobody look up, question you, nothing, because most generally you do have somewhere legit to go. And it's not, it's just not a handy thing to use as a through route. You wouldn't try to cheat the system and use it as a through route in the first place. So, well, we're in town here and just not a lot to see and say, tell about. So I'm going to close up my video. And I hope your coffee is holding out for you. You get through your day in good shape. Get on through the winter here and do good and head for spring just as fast as you can. You have a good afternoon. Bye now.